Hi guys, my name is Peter and welcome to our channel. Today I'd like to share some experience with you guys and my opinion about Nintendo. Actually, it's not Nintendo, it's a GB Boy Color they call. It's a clone. Usually, to be honest, I don't like clones and kinda rarely when I buy them. My previous clone, it was G8-bit, and I bought like maybe a couple years ago or so, because my original Nintendo it started getting that connection issue, and at a while, for I believe it's like 20 bucks or less than 20 bucks with two controllers, why not? And to be honest, that things didn't live even, I believe, less than a month or so. It started getting some issue, plus the main connector, I mean, it fits kind of tight, but then when you start pulling out, that's what much worse. I mean, and it's grabbing board so bad, it feels like it will rip it those little gold plate contacts. I'm sorry. Pretty much, like I said, I mean, usually I don't like clones, and very rarely when I buy them, but once in a while I do. Anyway, I got Game Boy original right there. It's pretty good. I got probably 40 to 50 games for Game Boy and Game Boy Color together. Like I mentioned, I really like the system. Here's my original Game Boy Color, and still runs. But the thing is, like everybody knows, there's no backlit and no front lit. You can modify it. I mean, the front lit you can modify it kinda easy, and on my other Game Boy Color I did modify it. I was not so happy. I mean, it's better than nothing, of course, but I was, like I said, I was not really happy the way it turns. Anyway, probably what, 3-4 months ago, maybe more than that, I found it. I discovered it for myself, a GB Color. It's a backlit. One thing is really cool, it's a backlit unit, and the flash card, kind of flash card built in, 188 games. I mean, on the screen you can see it's still saying 188 in one. It's kind of joke. There are actually 66 games. They just repeat 3 times. Which, to be honest, I mean, about the flash card, I'm not really care. I do have lots of my own games. Plus the one they listed here, it's only few which kind of I'm interested in. Anything else is not my cup of tea. But the screen, that's what really catch me up. It's backlit. I mean, let me put same game, Super Mario Land, and now I'm gonna show you comparison how they work. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to recognize it, that GB Boy Color is much brighter, clearer. Of course, the screen ratio is different. Original Game Boy is like a square style. This one is a 4x3, slightly rectangle. But to be honest, I'm not really care. It looks good, runs 100%, no lags on the sound or video. I didn't recognize it when I played. Tried compared both units. Let me turn it. And the volume, let me show you first original one. It's probably 25 to 30% louder. Here's the original one. Let me turn it down. Here's a clone. But I mean, the clone is much louder. The physical shape, I mean, the clone is a little bit taller, probably like a 1/4 inch taller. The width wise, probably 216 or so. Slightly, no, actually a little over 216 wider. The thickness looks kind of pretty much same thing. One big difference I recognize it, that RF sensor on a clone, there's nothing. You can see that it still have the black color window, but there's no sensors. Also the flash card, you can see it's built in. And then on the box, actually, they saying it's capable of run up to 20 hours on a 2 AA's with backlit, because the backlit you not can disable. I mean, there's no switch to turn it on, turn it off. I did test it on the 2 new Energizer batteries. It runs around 12 hours, and 12 hours is kind of impressive. I mean, I really like it. Like I said, I mean, it's pretty good. Plus, if you want to run your original games, it runs no problem. Donkey Kong Land. I mean, yeah. And like I said, it runs really nice. The buttons on a clone, actually, in some case, I like better than original. First of all, I mean, first thing you recognize it, the start and select. Original one is really tiny and kind of made from rubber. On a clone, it's bigger button and plastic, which when you push it in, it feels more comfortable. Plus D-pad, well, D-pad, it's a matter of opinion. Some people like it, some people don't. It's similar size as a Game Boy Color, but the end is rounded and it's concave shape. I mean, if it's a Game Boy Color original almost flat, this one is concave. I mean, I got big hands, and for my thumb, I mean, Game Boy Color D-pad, it feels more comfortable. And probably because my original Game Boy Color is old, and those rubber pads is kind of getting old and crusty. I mean, when you push it buttons, clone feels a little bit softer, a little bit better. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, it's pretty cool. I like it, especially for $35 with free shipping in the United States. You not can beat that deal. It come from China. I did wait for like 2-3 weeks or so, but no regrets. Then also, I mean, I see a lot of reviews about that GB Color, but no one mentioned it about it compatible with a digital camera. The digital camera, I believe, is made for Game Boy Pocket. It actually plays on a Game Boy Original, Game Boy Pocket, and Game Boy Color. On GB Boy Color, that camera actually is a little bit more enjoyable because it's a backlit screen. You can see anything. Let's see how you can use it. Actually, I'm sorry, right there. Let's take a shot of something. Of course, the graphics, you see, I mean, it's kind of scary. Where there's me, there's a camera with tripod. But come on, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, but at least it's working. I mean, you can rotate the camera. It's kind of cool. Oh, right there, you see? I mean, let's take a picture. Save. Okay, yeah. Anyway, you see it's working. Then also, I do have game Genie. This game Genie is made for original Game Boy and actually works pretty good. On a Game Boy Color, if you want to use it, actually, it fits okay. It fits kind of snug. I mean, if you want to use it, and I mean, even if you shake it, will not go anywhere. And it's compatible. But if you use it on a clone, I'm gonna show you something. Pretty much right now, I'm push it in. I mean, slide it in. I didn't push it in to engage connector, and you see that plastic lip and the space between the housing. It has probably 2/16 space between them. When you push it in, it will engage it, but it will not engage it completely. I tested already with some games. The Game Genie works perfectly fine and no issue. But if you start shaking your system, boom, right there, it's disconnected. I mean, pretty much if you're planning using Game Genie for original Game Boy, I mean, you kind of have to be, I mean, easy on this device. Otherwise, it will disconnect it. Well, like I said, I mean, this Game Boy Color, like I said, I like it, especially the backlight screen. The games, I mean, I'm not gonna go even through. There's 2 games I wish I kinda interested in, and I already have in original cartridges. Contra, and actually this is a Japanese version, Operation C. And Mario Land already has a Mario Land, but also the color filter, which built in Superboy, it's also built in this device. Let me show you what I'm talking about. For example, we're gonna put it a Mario Land 2, and when you power it on, you can cycle it through color. If you want to, you can make a negative, which kind of looks funny. I mean, that extra bonus, and I'm glad it's there, you know. And this clone, like I said, I like it because the form factor it's the same as the original Game Boy Color, slightly bigger, which works actually even better for my case, because like I said, I got bigger hands. Original feels alright, but this guy, because slightly bigger, it feels even better. I mean, and then of course there are more options to play Game Boy Color games. You can play on a Game Boy Advance, on a Game Boy Advance SP. There's a many clones which can play it, but for portable device and to feel like it's original deal, plus with backlit, GB Boy Color for $35. In my opinion, you not can beat that deal. And the quality wise, I got that system already for, I don't know, I don't remember exactly when I purchased it. Probably for 3-4 months. I mean, it's working with no issue. I put quite few mileage on that system. Usually I don't like do review right after when I purchase it. I have to play it, see how. I mean, I'd like to use it some period of time to see how comfortable, how durable. And this system, like I said, is pretty good. I mean, usually like clones, the quality wise, assembly is kind of crappy. This guy actually pretty good. Let me try it. I mean, tweak it back and forth. No squeaking sound, you know, like usually from clones. Well, like I said, I'm really happy. And if you're looking for something similar, I mean, $40, I mean, in my opinion, it's well worth it. I do recommend it. Well, I hope you guys do like this video. If you do, thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any future videos, subscribe. We will really appreciate it. Thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.